From the William E. Simon Athletic Center on the campus of Morristown-Beard School in Morristown, New Jersey, Play-by-Play Sports Productions is proud to present today's New Jersey High School girls soccer game between the Crimson of Morristown-Beard and the Lakers of Mountain Lakes High School. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to our broadcast. My name is Tom Wilms. Thanks so much for tuning in. As Morristown-Beard, they're winners of 3 in a row, sitting at 4-5-2 overall, 2-4-1 in conference, right now sitting in 5th in the NJAC Liberty Division, coming off a 1-0 overtime win over Blair on Wednesday as Jenna Kurz scored the lone goal. Maggie Cotter earned the assist. Fantastic season for both of them, as with a win today, Morristown-Beard will find themselves at 500. For Mountain Lakes, they come in with a record of 6-5-1 on the season overall. They're 3-3-1 in conference, 4th in the NJAC Liberty, coming off a 2-1 loss to Madison on Tuesday as Morgan Dahlhauser scored the lone goal for the Lakers. Second meeting of the season between these two teams. First meeting was back on September 12th. Mountain Lakes a 2-1 win as Dahlhauser and Sydney Didensborg scored for the Lakers. It was Katie Ewig picking up the goal for the Crimson as the Lakers outshot Morristown-Beard 15-3. Looks like we're just about ready to get things started. First off, apologies for the wind. Something we can't do anything about, as it is a breezy day here in northern New Jersey. 58 degrees at game time, but again, winds blowing steadily at about 7 to 10 miles an hour, and it does look like it is gusting a bit as well, and it is moving across basically towards us and towards the camera, as it is Morristown-Beard in the maroon. They'll be going right to left on your screen, while Mountain Lakes in the white, they'll be going left to right. Tom Wilms here again. Thanks so much for joining us. Just about ready to get this one started. We'll give you the particulars as we move along. We do have starting lineup for Morristown-Beard. We do have the goaltender for Mountain Lakes. That's Tess Reichert. It looks like all are ready to go. Both teams playing pretty much the same formation, a 4-3-3, as we are underway. 40-minute halves. Both playing a 4-3-3 as we mentioned, but Mountain Lakes, they kind of transitioned to a 4-3-2-1, really extending the offense with a lone striker. So we'll see how that all shakes out. Again, last time out, these two teams, well, at least possession-wise, dominated by Mountain Lakes. We'll see how it turns out here as the Lakers have possession. Didensborg, the senior, dumps it all the way down, and they're going to let this roll, and it'll end up going out of play. And we have a very unique vantage point from pretty far away. So we do apologize if we aren't able to see just about everything, and again, can't apologize enough about the wind. An opportunity here for Morristown-Beard to get out of the middle third. Good job keeping that alive as it went off the body of Morgan Dahlhauser, wearing 12 in the white. Throw in for the Lakers. Alexis Sternberg, the senior. Back for Sternberg. And all the way back now for Didensborg. Senior sweeper, basically the anchor of the defense for the Lakers. Up the middle, but given away. Chested down, but followed up by Kimmy Kleininger. Right up the middle into the offensive third for the Lakers. Options out in front. Morgan Dahlhauser made a run. Couldn't quite get it through. Jenna Kurz, the senior, one of the starters. And then using this as senior day here at Morristown-Beard. And interestingly enough, since there's no PA system on this field, well before the game, they actually used the main stadium just to do the senior festivities rather. And a free kick, about 25 yards out for the Crimson. Starters for the Crimson: Jenna Kurz, Gianna Rella, Tessa Connell, Juliet Pike, Maggie Cotter, Denny Gates, Grace Goodman, Lily Pinkin, Leslie Phillips, and in goal is Jenna Pike. And it's about 25 yards out. In curl this one. No, going straight for goal. And that's swallowed up by Reichert. She was kind of leaning to her right, thinking that might be a pass across and a couple of Crimson would make a run. But instead, she was able to recover well. First shot on goal and a trip there. It'll be another free kick for the Crimson, but well out. Getting tripped up on the play was Grace Goodman, the senior. Although we do have a scoreboard on your screen with the time, but the official time is kept on the field, so keep that in mind as we move along. Kicked into the box, but all the way to the near side post, and Reichert will smartly let that go. Only one really close was Maggie Cotter. 4 goals on the year for Cotter. For the Lakers, you have Riley Savaris, Emma Length with 4 goals each to lead the way for the Lakers. Didensborg with the clear on the goal kick. And most of the play in the Lakers' third. This is cleared out by Picozzi, but right on to a white shirted leg. Knocked up ahead by Savaris, but easily swallowed up by Pike, her first touch of the game. Cleared out to the center line. Possible run here for the Crimson, but cleared back nicely. Crimson really taking it to him this time around. And certainly different than what we received stat-wise from the last meeting, but again, still very early on. Just about 5 minutes in, still no score. Taken here by Maddie Miles wearing 19. Neither team really able to settle it down. Morristown-Beard has had some pretty heavy attack. But again, certainly not settled. Comes in on Cage and cleared away by Pike. And offside will be called against the Crimson. Headed towards the box, about 20 yards out. Picked up here by Lucy Horowitz wearing 10 inside. But again, swallowed up by Pike. No rebound, no mistake there. Once out past the center line. Again, certainly using the wind. Again, wind blowing in towards us, towards the camera. Just looking all the way back. They're looking for a goal kick possibility. And that's exactly what it is. But an aggressive attempt. Actually, they're going to go corner kick, excuse me. That's a really nice job by Phoebe Merrigan to force that. And they'll get numbers inside the box. Maggie Cotter will take the corner, first corner of the game. And in-swing to the far side post, but skims off ahead and goes out of play. And a throw in for Mountain Lakes. So early on, Morristown-Beard really getting the lion's share of play. I'd say about 75-25, even more than that. So it's knocked up ahead by Grace Goodman wearing 17. Up ahead for Goodman, couldn't quite get it to her. They play to the outside, but Kimmy Klingener knocks it out of play, but a deep throw-in for Morristown-Beard. Jenna Kurz trying to get it into the box. A couple of touches. Looked like it might have went off the hand of Grace Goodman. And I think the official agrees. So a handball called against the Crimson. Still no score. Relatively early on in this one. Low line drive trying to get through the middle third. Taken here by Klingener. Gets it right back. Tries the near side. Oh, nice move. Tripped up a little bit. They'll let play continue. And that is just out of the reach of Morgan Delhauser. Throw in for the Crimson. Skims off the head of Cipriano. Correction, that was Phoebe Merrigan, 22, not 2. Left foot up ahead by Goodman. Taken over calmly by Didensborg. Juggled up off the head of Horowitz. Tessa Connell back. Taken back, though, by the Lakers. They're getting their first real possession. Cut to the outside. See if that sticks for Delhauser. And it'll go out of play. It'll be a deep throw-in the Crimson third for Morristown-Beard. And last time these two squads met, it was a 2-1 Mountain Lakes lead, but it was just about a month ago. Certainly things have changed. Both teams certainly will be much more seasoned. It's cleared up ahead by Goodman. Trying to keep it alive right on the touchline. And it'll be a throw for the Lakers. Klingener. Into traffic, basically right back towards her. Slows things down just a little bit. Good job with the toe poke. Away from Danny Gates. Last line of defense, Didensborg, almost knocked away. That would have been a practical breakaway for Phoebe Merrigan. Now it looks like the Lakers have some numbers here. Picked in towards the box with some room. But steered away by Lily Pinkin defensively. Now the counter. Jenna Kurz up the sideline. Looks like she was able to keep it in here from Merrigan. Lifted up ahead for the return to Kurz, but dumped away. And it'll be a throw to the center line for Morristown-Beard. Tessa Connell is ready to throw. Quick substitution, and unlike in professional soccer, plenty of substitutions abound. And that's headed out of bounds by the Crimson, so a bit of a mistake there. You're going to head that right on the touchline. Want to keep that alive or force the other team to head it out so you can get a little bit more in the way of possession. Juggled a bit by Pinkin. Nice body position by Horowitz. Couldn't work through. Good job getting back by Connell, but it is a throw for the Lakers. There are a couple of number differences as far as our rosters from what we see on the field. As going down is Morgan Delhauser. We're trying to effort that as we move along. And this is going to be a nice opportunity for the Lakers. Say about 28 yards out. And Riley Savarese will set up. Try to get this through a 3-person wall. Basically center as well. So we'll see where Pike likes to put the wall. Now it turns into about, it's still 3 people in the wall. Savarese chips it up and over the net, just clearing the crossbar. Like what she was thinking, though, trying to curl it down, but it was center of the goal. So if it was on net, Pike probably would have had a decent opportunity to make the save or at least tip it over. So goal kick for the Crimson. Still no score. The wind, thankfully, has calmed down just a little bit. Let's get later in the day. Taken here by Klingener. Right back to her. She'll try the near side where it connects with Sternberg. Good job on the possession. Sydney Didensborg taken away. And she outlets up the far side. A little bit of a break opportunity from the 18-yard box, and that'll go wide. It was well on the far side, so it was a tough angle. But certainly want to get one towards net. See if we can challenge the goalkeeper, but unable to do so there. Let's hit the side paddle on the outside. Long kick out in spite of the wind. It's chested down by Horowitz. And cleared to open field on the near side. Plenty of space, but quickly shut down. Gates is forced to circle. And a shoulder thrown at her. Inside the box it goes. Juggled. Trying to steer through is Cotter. Cotter able to pick it up. Oh, can't cut to the inside. Very dangerous. Basically, she got to the last line of defense. If Cotter's in, she is basically the last one that the Lakers want to come in on a break. So they'll come to the near side. They'll let this go out of play. Still no score in this one. Down to about 27 minutes in the first half. Up the near side sideline, Maggie Miles. Crossed it, but out of the reach of Lucy Horowitz. And on the far side, Tessa Connell. Lifts it up, trying to get to space. Nobody there. Headed right back down. Here to Gianna Rella. Up for Cotter. All the way across the near side. Nice job switching fields. Nice cut to the middle here from Gates. Gates tries it in a diving stop. It's loose, but able to pick up his right shirt. First real challenge for her. And again, a nice save by the Lakers goalkeeper. This gets up into the jet stream, and that's going to go out of play. And if you're the goalkeeper, again, you've got to play the wind. But Lakers able to get possession right back. Oh, nice cross here from Miles, circling back Horowitz. Then trying to make a run, Savarese. Big collision. They'll have him keep playing. They'll keep playing again, but now they'll go with the free kick. Great work on the far side. Savarese and Horowitz taking the contact and continuing. Officials wanted to play advantage, but just flat out couldn't. This is from well outside. Savarese. I would expect her to kind of curl it just outside the 6-yard box. A little surprised they're putting up a wall. It's only 3. And it comes in on goal, but whistle blew right away. They may ask her to re-kick. Inside the box it goes, and that is stopped well by Pike. No rebound. Both goaltenders quite solid in this one so far. Both teams have had their opportunities. A couple of shots on goal each. A couple of additional shots going wide as well. Rella stops that outlet, but followed up well on the near side for Haley McLaughlin. Space to the near side, Alexis Sternberg. Trying to get through a double team, but knocked away by Picozzi. Knocks it out of bounds, but it'll be a Laker ball. McLaughlin with the throw. What about going deep? But instead keeps it nice and tight. Cleared up ahead away from Cotter. Unable to control with help from Merrigan. And it's taken by Didensborg. Intercepted back. They can have numbers the other way. They've got to find a way to stay on side, though. Pinkin tries the far side. Nice angle up ahead. They can catch up. It's a 2-on-1, but the keeper Reichard will come out. A little bit too strong. Again, playing on the artificial surface. No tall grass to slow it down. Got to have even more of a touch. Picozzi lets it go out, and a throw in for the Crimson. Approximately 24 minutes left in the first half. Still no score. Slowed down by Alexis Sternberg. Knocked down by Delhauser. Take it from her, but it'll go out as Picozzi wouldn't let her get through. Sternberg. Cleared away by Picozzi. They'll try the near side. Trying to knee it forward to McLaughlin. Spins away from trouble. Very tight play. Squeezing through Sternberg. And now for Delhauser. Trying to get it across. Knocked away. So here's Merrigan. Now for Cotter. Cotter trying to find room. Cuts to the middle. Cotter trying to get to her left. Cotter is inside the 18. Tries a low shot. And it squeezes just wide. Not a whole lot in the way of power behind it, but she didn't need it. She had pretty good touch. Just again, no more than a foot wide of the woodwork. So it'll be a goal kick now for the Lakers. Bouncing ball towards center. Margaret Matthews lifts it up ahead and spun away from her by Klingener. Now numbers, but that pass just a little bit behind Horowitz. She has to spin it up ahead. 20 yards out on the far side. Turns and fires it to the near side. Here's Sternberg. Settles it down. Takes a shot and it goes high and wide. Had the near side post, but not a great angle. Figures to try to spin it off the post. Got a little bit too much of it, and it sailed on her. So goal kick for the Crimson. Again, official time being kept on the field right now, according to our clock, 22 minutes or so left to go here in the first half. Dydensborg. Stanisi. Here's side for Sternberg. Nice cut to the middle, away from Danny Gates. Nice cut again, this time by Delhauser. Correction at Savarese from way outside, and that's an easy stop by Pike. Very hopeful from about 40 yards out. Almost got there on the fly as well. But not going to be the goaltender like Jenna Pike. This is headed away by Dydensborg. Still juggling on the far side. Able to keep it alive, but it's given away. Inside the box, but nobody there. Like the look. Well away from the keeper, but again, nobody there for the Crimson to take advantage. Quick outlet on the punt. It's Klingener. Followed up here by Pinkett on the near side for the Crimson. Trying to get through the sideline, get through two. Pinkin. Followed up nicely by Picozzi. Inside the box for Merrigan. Pushed down on the play, but nothing called, and there will be a throw-in for the Crimson, very deep, as Danny Gates will take it. 3 in the box right now, and plenty of outlets behind. Here's Merrigan. Got through her, splitting down Cotter. She was desperate for it, and she'll get called for the foul. It'll be a free kick for the Lakers. Trickling down to 20 minutes to go. Just about halfway through the first half. Still no score. Low line drive. Knee down, but taken over by the Crimsons. Kurz. Looking now for Merrigan. Swiped from her. Here's Klingener. Cuts across, but knocked away by Connell. And the Crimson have possession. Just a long clear up ahead. Swung on and missed, and now a race for the ball. Oh, heavy push. Giving it a shot there was Danny Gates. But once you extend those arms, officials are going to call that every single time. So a free kick for Dydensborg. Not a great kick, as it almost was knocked down by Cotter, and she would have been in practically all alone with an angle. Far side 6-yard box and then cleared, but picked up back by Pinkett. She'll start from outside, deflected towards the net, but slowed down enough that Reichert could just go to a knee and swallow it up. 19 minutes left to go here in the first half. Thanks so much for joining here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Again, this is not all for the weekend as far as Morristown-Beard sports. Football tomorrow. Had a spirited volleyball match yesterday. Certainly appreciate all the folks here at Morristown-Beard setting us up here on this field. Again, some distance away. As the stadium field being used right now by field hockey. And by the way, on the field hockey field, a goal just scored, but not by Morristown-Beard. Now we'll see if we can give you updates on the field hockey game while we cover the girls soccer game. Lifted across, but cleared up and out of play. And it will be a goal kick. Pretty good pressure being put on by the Lakers all of a sudden. Again, early on, I'd say it was mostly Crimson, but it's kind of evened up. Both teams getting opportunities. Nice move to the middle as here's Cotter. Slowed down by a double team. Basically ran into the shoulder. I believe that was Dydensborg. Doing exactly what you're supposed to do as a sweeper. Be everywhere defensively. Be the captain and be the release as well. So, almost inside the box. Almost sneaking it through was Horowitz. Taken here by Matthews, and she'll just clear out looking for some open field. Seems to be the way the Crimson are going. They're looking for open patches of field and looking to win foot races. They've won a good chunk of them. As McLaughlin gets it across, angled up ahead away from Holmberg. And this will go out of play. McLaughlin will throw for the Lakers. Taken back here by Gates. Clear across, but nobody moving forward for the Crimson. She might have been better served to just dump it back, kind of settle the offense down. And sometimes taking that one pass backwards is certainly worth it. It's trying to sneak through. Defensively was Grace Goodman. Knocked away there by Lily Pinkin. It seems like this Lakers team, they defensively work in layers. Once you get past one, there's another Laker basically right there, ready to pounce. This will go out of play and a throw in for the Lakers. So very well set up defensively. So here's Maddie Miles wearing 19. Near side for McLaughlin. He's wearing 18. Back from Miles. And near side for Sternberg. Tried the return pass. Trying to find room out in front, a little bit of a push. So unable to get through was Alexis Sternberg. And it's dumped all the way down up by the Crimson. And that's just trying to release it, relieve some pressure. And all of a sudden the Lakers have really started to step up on Didensborg. Klingener. Now for Alexis Sternberg. Tripped up and no advantage, so it'll be a free kick for the Lakers. Down to 15 minutes left to go here in the first half. Slowly but surely the field's starting to tilt in the favor of the Mountain Lakes Lions. And one position ahead of the Morristown-Beard Crimson as far as the NJAC Liberty Conference is concerned. It's coming off on a bit of a limp here is the freshman Danny Gates. And not a substitution that they were expecting. So here to take the free kick is Riley Savarese Jr. with 4 goals on the season. Fresh into the game, Camille Farrell wearing number 26 as this is in towards the box. And Jenna Pike able to just swallow it up. Again, an in-swinger is great, but it just hung up there. Again, the wind is going to do that when the wind is blowing in towards the near side sideline as the camera is set up. You blow it, you kick it into the wind, it's going to sail. It's going to hang up there, and that every time is going to allow any competent goalkeeper to make that play. Returning the other way once again is Alexis Sternberg. They'll have numbers. Back for Sternberg. There's a big hole right in the center of the defense. But the Lakers unable to find it. McLaughlin. Turning up ahead, Dalhauser. Cleared away and out of play. It'll be a throw for the Lakers. And one advantage to our cameras and my position's distance, as you can see everything really developing, as opposed to being really tight to the play. Our holes in the Morristown-Beard defense basically right in the center. So they can find, if the Lakers can find that, find themselves in business. Right now, at least from what I've seen, Mountain Lakes, they have very few in the way of holes out there. Defense well. Throw out of the reach of Merrigan, goes right out of bounds. And a throw for the Lakers. Again, great to get that throw nice and deep, but it's got to connect to somebody. Down to 13 minutes left to go. Almost a dangerous play by Alexis Sternberg. Couldn't pick it up. Now we go the other way with numbers. Cutting to the middle is Cotter, but lost on a toe poke. Thrown towards the cage and swallowed up by Reichert. He lost it for a second. That little shot from Jenna Kurz had some English to it. And that will go out of play. Headed away by Sternberg. Towards the middle. Katie Sengel. Oh, nice move by Savarese. She'll try to find a hole inside, but offside called against the Lakers. It's just out of the reach anyway. I think the goalkeeper Pike would have picked it up. It was a nice look across, just a ill-timed pass or ill-timed run. So offside and cleared down off the head of Didensborg. Headed up here for Cotter. Cotter trying to cut to the inside. Tries the shot, and it goes just a bit high. Able to get through two, but it skimmed just over the bar. Possibly the best opportunity of the game for, well, either team. And we stay scoreless down to the 11-minute mark. Right up the middle. Chasing down is Farrell, but ends up going out of play. Sternberg will throw. That is Alexa Sternberg wearing 6. Taken to the inside by Riley Savaries. Good block by Kurz. Taken back. Didensborg. Defensive stalwart will take it up herself. Tries the near side for Alexa Sternberg. Inside towards Delhauser. Trying to get inside the box. Couldn't do it. Outside shot. Bounced a couple times, but an easy pickup for Pike. As mentioned, both teams getting opportunities. I got to say the first, or the best 2 opportunities belong to Morristown-Beard. Forcing one diving save by Reichert, and another one that went just high over the bar. But I'll say the possession is still in the advantage of the Lakers. Again, this is all unofficial. Miles up ahead to the far side, out of the reach of Horowitz, and it'll be a throw for the Crimson. Back and forth possession. And is able to connect, but then good job by the Crimson's defense to just swallow up. And anything towards the top of the box, 18 to 25 yards out, they collapse very well. Now a break the other way. This is Kurz trying to cross. Could not connect with Phoebe Merrigan. It was right there about 15 yards out. Merrigan couldn't control again. The return. 20 yards out. Shot comes in, that bounces for Reichert to take on the short hop. Nice set of moves by Maggie Cotter. And she's able to get the right foot free, just didn't get a whole lot on it. This is knocked out of bounds by Picozzi. And the throw in by Alexa Sternberg. Basically stuffed right back towards her. Stepping up, Kimmy Klingener. Couldn't spin it away. Taken over by McLaughlin. Settle down. Didensborg will try the far side on the switch. Nice knockdown. Followed up here once again. This is McLaughlin. Nice look across for Delhauser. Knocked away from her, out of play by Camille Farrell. Down to about 8 minutes left here in the first half. Still no score, but it's a pretty good action. So quality chances, an unofficial stat essentially. Basically being led by Morristown-Beard. They've had the best opportunities as far as challenging the keeper. This is knocked out of bounds by Merrigan. A lot of play on the near side sideline. Merrigan couldn't reach. Toe poked away from her. Trying to settle it down here will be Sydney Didensborg. And just as we say she's going to try to settle it down, she tries to dump it up ahead. Taken here on the counter by Merrigan. Trying to squeeze her way through 3. Can't do it. She gets possession back and picked up by Cotter. Cotter trying to go individual effort. Find some room. Cotter. Think that was an attempted shot. But just off her heel and kicked across. And it'll be a throw at the center line after the clear out. And so dangerous is Cotter. We've already seen the moves that she can pull off. She could find a way to follow it with a quality chance on goal. Might be able to break the deadlock here. Up ahead for Merrigan. Knocked away by Scheppel. Horowitz turns it up. Clears off a leg. Connell lets it go. Knocked up ahead by Danny Gates. Now the counter the other way. But cleared by Gates once again. Shoulder push there. Into the back, and it's going to be a free kick for the Lakers. Under 7 minutes to go. Long attempt inside the box, and they'll let that bounce wide. Again, certainly not an attempt on goal, as Dydensborg was looking to connect with Dalhouser. She timed it well, just a little bit too long. But a heck of a boot there from Dydensborg. The goal kick to Pike. A little bit against the wind there. It's actually kind of crossing the field. And it will be a throw to the Crimson. Cozy doesn't connect, but it stays in. Goes off a leg. Kept alive by Lawson, but only temporarily, but he then draws the throw. So here's Farrell. Looking inside for Cotter. Cotter inside the box, has room. Nice touch pass, but out of the reach of Lawson. Good job getting back by Kimmy Klingener. Throw once again. Cotter is there. They're starting to collapse on her. Turns and fires, but didn't get all of it. Oh, covered up, but bounced off the knee of Reichert. Kurz was right there, ready to pounce, but just a little bit late. We've seen this from Reichert a couple of times where she's a little lax on some of these rebounds. Not picking up completely cleanly. Something I'm sure she knows quite well. We'll try to work on for the rest of this game. Clean up. Good possession the other way, though, for the Lakers. Throw by Dalhouser. Trying to work it up ahead. Klingener. Here's a cross inside the box. Taken by Pike, who read that extremely well. Even before that came across, she had it pretty much snuffed out the top of the six. They might have went off an arm. They'll try to counter the other way, but this pass is ahead of Sternberg. And a throw for the Crimson. Under 5 minutes to go. Trying to turn it up ahead with McLaughlin. Connects with Sternberg. Now Dalhouser gets it across, trying to squeeze to the double Holmberg, and she draws the foul. Still no score. Free kick at basically the center line for Riley Savarese. No pretense here. She's going to go inside the box with it. Headed away. A lot of contact. Headed by Kurz. Trying the counter is Cotter. Outlets up ahead. Foot race, but it'll roll all the way in on goal. Coming well out is Reichert to pick it up at the 12-yard dot. Getting down to the late stages of the first half, still no score. Possession belonging to the Lakers, but I'd say scoring opportunities belonging to the Crimson. But all that is just conversational stuff. Bottom line is there's no score. Here's Lily Pinkin going right up the middle. Taking back on the return towards open field on the far side. This will be a foot race to keep it alive. They do. Oh, no, they say it actually went out. Oh, from this angle, thought it might have stayed alive. It will be a throw for the Lakers. Short throw. Jenna Kurz, very aggressive on that far side sideline. It's kept alive. Kurz comes back for it, trying to spin it up ahead. Kicked inside the box. The only one there is Didensborough to clear. Chested down by Farrell. She slowed down. And now the counters. Here is Sternberg. Near side. Good chase by Farrell to force her wide. It went off of Farrell. I believe it did. Oh, they're going to say it's a Crimson throw, so good job by Farrell to force that. And she'll get rewarded with the throw-in. Knocked across, but headed forward by Miles. Inside the 18. And cleared away for a deep throw for the Lakers. Heading towards the last minute or so of this first half. And official time is being kept on the field. And the Lakers trying to get a late strike as Sternberg inside the box. Basically right under the foot, though, of Danny Gates. Clears away. Now a cross attempt deflected out. And they're going to go goal kick. I thought it was a deflection. No, they are going to switch it to a corner. So first corner of the game for Mountain Lakes. Even up at 1 apiece as far as corners are concerned. Corner from the near side. I believe that's Delhauser. Looking for the back post. It's loose. Bounced towards the net. And swallowed up by Pike. Again, it was allowed to drop, and there were options there, but I believe there was a defenseman on the far side post to knock that away, and that's why you always have somebody there on that far side post. So we're now in the waning minutes of this first half. Still no score, and that was probably the best opportunity of the game for the Lakers. And now the counter to the near side is here is Lawson. Lawson, keeps it alive, but then steps on the ball. Tapped away by McLaughlin. And now the counter the other way, but again, intercepted by Pinkin this time. Up the line, but out of the reach of Farrell. Referee staring at the watch. It'll be a throw for the Lakers. Farrell almost takes it away in a bad touch by McLaughlin. But she does force the throw, and it's relatively deep. See if we can get it to throw inside the box. Get a bounce. Up ahead here for Lawson. But kicked right back out, and there's the half. So after the first 40 minutes of play, still no score. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have second half action ready to go. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live from Morristown-Beard School in Morristown, New Jersey. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. A scoreless game as we head to the second half. Girls soccer action. Morristown-Beard against the Mountain Lakes Lakers. Tom Wilms here. Thanks so much for joining us. As we switch sides. Morristown-Beard in the maroon. Going left to right on your screen. Mountain Lakes in the white. Going right to left. Both teams getting opportunities. I'd say the lion's share of opportunities, shots towards net, belong to Morristown-Beard. But I think the possession belongs a bit to the Lakers, about 60 to 40%. As neither team really settling in on offense, so it's not really dominant in any way, shape, or form. But I think just a little bit more in the way of possession by the Lakers. They've done a good job switching fields and collapsing defensively, much like the Crimson have done as well. Again, once you get inside, they've all done a great job of just collapsing towards that middle. Now, if you're in that middle, that midfielder or forward who is in the middle, and you can kick it away from that swarm of players and just get to an outside angle, some great opportunities will be had. As it does look like the Crimson will start things off. And beautiful day, although a little bit cooler than we've had. High 50s. It's a pretty steady wind, about 10 miles an hour. We're back underway, and thanks so much for joining us. Certainly someone to keep an eye on, I got to say, is Maggie Cotter. They've tried to feed her inside a number of times, and if she can get a couple of moves and get a good shot off, she can be very dangerous, and she's done it a couple of times. This is cleared away by Lucy Horowitz. She's been very solid as well in this one. I really like the defensive work of Sydney Didensborg for the Lakers. Very, very competent defensive sweeper. But right now the possession belonging to the Crimson inside the 18. Lifted up ahead by Tessa Connell, but cleared. But a deep throw by the Crimson. That one goes wanting. Chested down by Sheppel. Ooh, almost taken away by Kurz. She tried to move through. Now the cross inside the 6. It's still loose, sitting there on the goal line, but cleared away. First little bit of a misstep that we've seen. And I believe we actually have a change in goalkeeper for the Crimson. I think that's still Reichard for the Lakers, but I think that's Anna Bajak, the junior, who is in for Morristown-Beard. Certainly a change in the goaltender kit, as this is crossed in once again, high in the air, outside the 6. Big scramble shot, and that's blocked. Turnaround try, and that is blocked as well. 2 or 3 great opportunities for the Crimson, but finally cleared out of trouble by the Lakers. Pike right back inside. Left-footed shot partially blocked, and that'll spin out of play for another corner. Quick corners to start things off here from Morristown-Beard. Little surprised that Cotter is taking them, though. I understand her competence in taking these corners, but she's such a threat out in front. She'll in-swing this to the back post, but a little bit too strong. And that goes out of play for a Lakers throw. Well, maybe that's why, because she's able to just place it so well. And the in-swinger to the back posts. Right there on the doorstep was Jenna Kurz, but just couldn't quite get the contact on it. Stellhauser intercepted. Right-footed shot, but really shanked by Cotter. And that's the only thing that's really wanting so far today in Cotter's game. She's made some great moves. Some of the shots have been a little bit off the mark. As this is on, Horowitz would have had a step if she could have picked up that pass cleanly. That lifted towards the goal, but easily picked up. Cleared away where it's chested down by McLaughlin. Couldn't quite keep control, though. And for those who are just joining us, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. One thing that's going to play a little bit of havoc is the way the shadows are starting to move across as we get later in the afternoon. And something you've heard throughout the broadcast, if you've joined us, is some issues as far as the wind, so we apologize for that. This shot comes in, short bounce, but an easy play by Reichert to clear. Trying to spin it up ahead was Phoebe Merrigan wearing 22. Back it comes for Sophia Picozzi. Lakers starting to counter once again. It's lifted in towards the box. Spin towards the front, but knocked away by Connell. Followed up by Scheppel. Inside the 18. Dangerous here for Savarese. The shot that goes wide. Good job getting across by Connell to kind of cut off the angle. You leave somebody like Savarese open, and she was just about 15 yards out to the left. And she could have easily picked the corner. Instead, it'll be a goal kick for the Crimson. About 35 minutes left to go in the second half of play. Again, we have a clock on our screen, but officially kept on the field. I think we started our clock a little bit later, so maybe add 15, 20 seconds to it. Knee down by Horowitz. Up the sideline, but nobody there for the Lakers. So throw in for the Crimson, Tessa Connell. Up ahead. No control there, though. Merrigan couldn't quite play it. So it looks like that is Jenna Pike wearing 23. That is interesting. If that's correct, Pike, the former goalkeeper, is now playing a midfield position. We'll have to check on that. As this shot comes in, that'll go high. A little bit of a giveaway inside or just outside the 18-yard box. Very wise move by the Lakers to just get a one-touch shot. See if you could surprise the keeper. Now angled across by Cotter. Out of the reach of Gates. Taken by Miles. And given right back. Oh, snuffed out very well. And numbers the other way. Cut to the middle. But losing possession was Pike. And she had a bit of a bad touch on it. And snuffed out very well by the defensive Sydney Didensborg. And we mentioned pretty much throughout the first half and early here in the second. She does a very good job of captaining this defense, at least from what we've noticed in this contest. Didensborg again will head it up and away. Didn't get all of that one. It drops just outside the box. Drive comes in. That goes wide by Maggie Cotter. Not an easy play to kind of time that coming down. She's trying to play it on the up bounce. I think if she would have had solid contact, she may have sailed it over the bar anyway. So goal kick for the Lakers. Still no score in this one. These two teams met about a month ago with the Lakers coming away with a 2-1 win. And they dominated much of the play. Out shooting 15-3. This one, a little bit different. Gotta say, unofficially, shots being led by the Crimson. But no massive quality. A couple of knife saves by the Laker goalkeeper. Delhauser trying the far side. Poked inside the 18. Kicked away by Juliet Pike. Substitution coming in here for Morristown-Beard. Tessa Connell coming off, along with Danny Gates. Fresh into the game, Katie Sengel, sophomore, with a goal on the season. And this will go wide for a goal kick. Juliet Pike will take it. Right at the middle. Low. Now here's Jenna Pike trying the far side. But right there is Didensborg to knock it out of play. Away from, I think that's Danny Gates, 16. Here's a cross. Didensborg able to heel it away. Morristown-Beard trying to put on a little bit of pressure again. A little bit of English on that. Trying to reach back for it was Klingener. It goes wide. Kept alive is stepping up as Tannant. Sophie Tannant trying to get to the middle. 20 yards out, right into a double team. And now a counter for the Lakers. Bouncer off of Juliet Pike. Pretty much playing the sweeper position for the Morristown-Beard Crimson. Right back in towards the box. Intended for Horowitz. This time cleared away by Sengel. Good possession here by the Lakers. Floater in towards the box. Horowitz couldn't head it down. Now we go the other way. So here's Cotter, forced wide. Leaves it aside, trying to cut through the middle. Was Jenna Pike. And she'll just go to the far side. Out of the reach, though, Picozzi. And it goes out of play, but it does look like it will be a Crimson throw. Juggled by Merrigan, couldn't keep it alive. Down to 29 minutes or so left to go here in the second half. Still no score. A lot of battles in the middle third. That's usually the most important part of any soccer game, is trying to just establish a solid possession. Not always easy to do in the way that both of these teams defensively have worked, but now possibilities. Cotter with a shot, and that goes wide. She gets free very well, whether it be 1, 2, or even sometimes 3 defenders around her. But once she does, she's got to get it on the mark. Make the goalkeeper make a save. So goal kick here for the Lakers. And these are all thoughts that I'm sure Cotter has in her own head as well. When she misses the net, goes, I got to get that on cage. And can't score if you don't get it on net. It's really Captain Obvious there. Jenna Kurz hips it out. The throw by Klingener. Up the sideline. It is kept alive for another throw. Worked up ahead. Holmberg trying to work through, but shouldered by Sengel. And another throw for the Lakers. So 3 successive throws, basically gaining 20 yards at a pop. Now trying to find room inside the box. Unable to spin forward, Holmberg. Back to grab, though, is Horowitz. Couldn't get it inside. Healed up ahead for Miles. Inside the box. Trying to get a shot off, but nope, it is snuffed out. Good work defensively on the far side by Camille Farrell. As she closed in, I think that's Morgan Delhauser, who basically had to step on everybody before Farrell caught up to her. Might have been the best potential chance for the Lakers, but no shot comes of it. They'll try to work up this near side touch line. Horowitz. The high cross. Farrell heads it away off of Delhauser. Lakers really starting to step up the pressure. Delhauser. A little too strong for her. And slammed away by Pike. Out of play, but a throw in deep. Down under the 27-minute mark. Here the second half, still no score. Morristown-Beard trying to work it through. Here's Merrigan trying to get the pass up ahead for Cotter. Strong defense here from the Lakers, not allowing much in the way of easy opportunities. That is cleared out of play, well out of play onto the street. Now turned up by Merrigan for Cotter. A double teamer, now triple teamer. Spins away to the left. Tries to find room up ahead for Farrell, but a bad touch. Gets inside the box, then runs right in to the defensive Dydensborg. A size advantage for Sidney Dydensborg. But full marks to Camille Farrell to try to power her way through. Finesse might have been the better way to go, but still not easy to do against Dydensborg, at least from what we've seen today. Good shoulder by Cotter to pick up possession, but she's tripped. And it will be a foul. But that might actually be... No, it is going to be against Morristown-Beard, as maybe while going down, Cotter reached out with the hand. A long clear up ahead to the near side. Horowitz chested it down, but got a little bit too much of it. All the way back to the center line. Back in towards the 18. But right away, cleared to the center line again. Headed by Sheppel. Across the far side. Taken up and trying to get a run through. Here's Pinkin. It's shouldered by Sheppel. Given away to Farrell. She has the sideline to work with. Up against two. Healed away from her and knocked out of bounds, but it'll be a throw-in for Morristown-Beard. Under 25 minutes to go in the half. Going here for Farrell. Turned away nicely, but a little bit more in the way of yardage completed. Tossed up ahead inside the box. Trying to juggle her way through was Merrigan. Just couldn't get it in. Cleared out of bounds. Good job letting it go out by Danny Gates. Merrigan again trying to get it for Farrell. Got him inside the box, but cleared away right away by Delhauser. Headed down by Katie Sengel. Looking up the middle. Bad pass, that was a little bit too strong. Now numbers the other way, but a rough touch. And Morristown-Beard works through. They have numbers going the other way. Coming in, here is Jenna Pike. Now for Kurz. Kurz with the cross, but it is off the hip of Dydensborg for a throw. A little bit slow to develop. Dydensborg, just a very good defensive nose for the ball. Long throw attempt inside the box. Kept alive, and now it'll be a goal kick. That went off of Jenna Kurz. Under 23 minutes left to go. Goal kick right up the middle. Maddie Miles couldn't turn. Poke to the near side now for Kurz. Kurz, could not keep it alive. And that's the turf. On grass, that may have slowed down enough for her to make a run. You get those heavy bounces, and the ball just doesn't slow down. It's knocked out of bounds this time by Phoebe Merrigan. Very aggressive freshman, wearing number 22 for the Crimson. Here's Tannen, chested up ahead. Correction, that was Pinkin. Taken out for another throw. Horowitz, a little push on the back of Holmberg. Taken back to the near side. Calling for a switch, but Savarese will have the near side. Tries to cross. Oh, good job getting the leg in front of that one by Jenna Pike. Going down. A little bit of a trip up was Holmberg, and a great opportunity. Free kick, side of the box. Let's see if they can set up a wall here. Gonna set up way too close. And they will certainly wait for the official to move him back 10 yards. This does look like Savarese will take it. And no magic disappearing spray, I would assume. And they will kind of dissipate the wall. Maybe just a two-person wall. Just want to get it in close to 6 to 8 yards out. See if you can get some contact on it. Inside the box, cleared away. Ooh, almost handed down, but a good clear. Tons of numbers up ahead for the Lakers. Not one of them could get clean possession. Trying the far side, Delhauser. And offside called. "21-minute mark here at the Morristown-Beard School. Tom Wilms here. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Free kick here for the Crimson. Still no score. Now a possible counter. Trying to sneak through here is Cotter. But right with her, shoulder to shoulder, is Dydensborg to knock it out of play, and a throw for the Crimson. Kurz will take the throw as Morristown-Beard completes the substitution. Short of the box. Trying to get a return pass from Merrigan. Couldn't quite get it through. Cleared away, but headed back for Pike. Taken back, though, and the counter for the Lakers. Cut to the middle by Savarese. Plenty of space. Eventually closed down, tries the near side. Good footwork. Now left footer inside the box. Bounces in on inside the 6 yard. Just out of the reach of Emily Holmberg. A little bit of a push on her. I believe that was Danny Gates who got into her. I think the referee had a little bit of a warning talk to her. Trying to left foot it up ahead was Klingener. But it goes out for a Crimson throw. Lily Pinkin wearing 25. Trying to get it deep for Merrigan. She's knocked down. And another throw for the Crimson. Pinkin over Merrigan. Inside the 18. Cotter trying to get it through, but shouldered. Still gets through, then it is poked out for a corner. Very hard shoulders by Sydney Dydensborg, but all legal. And a few fans out there looking for a foul, but you're allowed to, again, don't want to use this term too loosely, but you're allowed to push with the shoulder. Kind of a body check, but certainly not hockey style. You push shoulder to shoulder, and it's completely legal. 5th corner of the game for Morristown-Beard, taken by Cotter. Goes wide. Oh, and it drops, but unable to control cleanly was Emily Freeland. Chases far side to try to keep it in. She does, but she goes down. But the Crimson still have possession. 5 corners to 2 in favor of Morristown-Beard in this one, and they're putting on more pressure. Very deep is Freeland. Freeland tries the cross, top to the 8. Cleared out of bounds, and now it looks like the Lakers are the ones who are getting a bit in the way of desperate. And that's defensively desperate as the Crimson really getting some good penetration inside and towards the offensive third is Merrigan. Couldn't keep it alive, but it was actually knocked away from her, and a throw for the Crimson. Down to the 18-minute mark. Still no score, but the Crimson chomping at the bit, trying to get the first goal of this game. This drops inside the box. Cleared Klingener. Good step up by Pike, but basically jumped onto the back of the Laker player in front of her. And that'll relieve some of the pressure here for the Lakers. They'll at least get some possession, or at least clear the center line for the first time in a few minutes. As substitutions are being made, Juliet Pike will come out. And still no score in this one, playing second half. And this will go inside the box. And they'll let that roll wide. Almost getting her foot on it was Delhauser. That would have been a really tough play. And it's kind of an over-the-shoulder catch, but you're trying to do it with a kick, and you get a shot off at the same time. Not even the Sky Blue can do that very easily. But you give it a shot if you get the opportunity. Ooh, almost taken away by Cotter, and it is taken by Cotter. One-on-one. Shot comes in, and that'll be bounced away by the keeper wide, and it'll go for a corner. Sixth corner of the game for the Crimson. Very surprised that Cotter was able to get through Dydensburg, but she got about a half a step. Dydensburg stayed with her and forced her to take that shot earlier than I'm sure she would have liked. So Cotter will take the near side corner. Everybody deep on the far side. They'll run in as she takes it. Low one, trying to get a header onto it, but unable to do so. I think it was Lily Pinkin. And now an attempted counter the other way. But a nice step up. And actually went out of bounds on the Lakers, so it'll be a Crimson throw. Nice shield up ahead. Dydensburg couldn't control, but it looked like it might have went off the hand of Merrigan. So a free kick for the Lakers. Heading down to the 15-minute mark. Second half, still waiting for our first goal. Up ahead, Merrigan couldn't control it cleanly. McLaughlin is back. Merrigan chips it up ahead. I think they're going to rule that out of bounds. Either way, back behind us in field hockey in the second half. Morristown-Beard is tied up at 1 apiece. Not sure who they're playing. I figured we could just turn around and give you that score while we have a lull. Here in girls soccer action. No score. Merrigan trying to cut to the middle. Cleared away by Dydensburg. Goes up top. Long looking pass. Juliet Pike finds room in front of her. Nice run up ahead. It connects with Kurz. Kurz trying to go wide against Scheppel. Scheppel just pickpockets her and spins away. Taken back, though, by the Crimson. Trying the near side is Pike, Jenna Pike. But it's forced out of play, and it'll be a goal kick. Really didn't get a good angle. Not sure if that was a cross or just a miracle attempted shot. Either way, it went wanting. Heading down to the 14-minute mark, left to go in the second half. Well, a goal kick given away. Angled up ahead, but a little late to the run was Kurz, and that was well out of her reach. Kurz takes it back and doubles it back. Up ahead looking for Cotter. Cotter trying to get through. Dydensburg knocks it out, and it'll be a corner. Morristown-Beard, their 7th corner. You can keep giving these opportunities. One of them are going to work. Cotter takes it on the near side. And they'll basically try that same play. Everybody deep. Now they're asking everybody to move in towards the 6 instead of getting a run. Out in front, goes off the goalkeeper's hands. Shot comes in, deflects near side post, and it wouldn't go. Couple of deflections. But just unable to find it over the goal line. Tipped over and a ticket swung up ahead by Kurz, but really not great contact on that. Cleared to the near side. Out of bounds it goes, and it will be a Laker throw. Now they're going to change it. The trailing referee is going to overrule, and it'll be Cotter for the throw for the Crimson. Under 13 minutes to go. Still no score. Pushed up ahead, trying to spin his Kurz. The cross right into the chest of Reichert. She'll try the quick turn. Nice tip up ahead by Holmberg. But it is shielded, and it'll go out of play. And we talked earlier about kind of that over-the-head pass. And then an attempted shot. This time was more of just a touch, just to get a little bit more in the way of distance. And it almost worked. Juliet Pike did a great job of shielding that play, forcing the goal kick, and she takes it at the center line. Nice move by Cotter. Drop back into a midfield position. And it works. She'll turn it up, a 3v3. Finds room. A little left-footed pass inside the 18, but cleared by Dydensburg. She just snuffs out any break the other way so well. Now a counter. Here's Horowitz trying to move through, but chopped away from her. And a little push in the back by Alexa Kraus. And a foul. And it'll be a free kick for the Morristown-Beard Crimson. So we're heading towards the 11-minute mark. And shadows starting to creep across just a little bit. We get late in the afternoon here in northern New Jersey. Inside, just inside the 18. But no more than that for the Crimson. And now it'll be countered up ahead, waiting for it. Horowitz draws a double team, and it's forced out of bounds. And I think Horowitz thinks that it's going to be a throw, and it looks like it will be for the Lakers. Looking for something inside the box. Chested down low by Sophie Tannen. Horowitz back. Tried to get inside the box. Knocked down once again. Cleared away by Farrell. Correction, that is Sophie Tannen. Nice couple of moves by Phoebe Merrigan. Just to get it to the center stripe. But then given away and cleared by Didensborg. Just short of the 18. Keeper comes off her line. Fortunate that the Crimson got there first. It would have been an easy tip into the cage. Given away here, Horowitz tries the near side, sliding, clear away. Good defensive work that time by Juliet Pike, one of the captains. The two Pikes and Maggie Cotter, the captains of this Morristown-Beard Crimson Club, looking to split the season series with the Lakers after dropping a month ago. But the Lakers are putting on some pressure here inside the 18. Tip towards the net, and they score! Alexa Kraus with a neat poke just over the head of the keeper. Under 10 minutes to go. We have our first score. It's 1-0 Lakers. That is her fourth goal of the season. Just a quick broken play. That's how quick it can happen. And goalkeeper off her line just a little bit. And a little flick. Able to clear over. So 1-0 Lakers. As they've carried a good portion of the possession of the last couple of minutes. And they're looking for more. Top of the 18. Followed up by Horowitz. Horowitz turns and fires a high shot over the net. And maybe trying to see if the keeper was off her line once again. But now Morristown-Beard needs to figure out how to get some pressure and get back into this game. Heading down towards 8 minutes left to go. Unable to reach it there, Merrigan. Good spin through here by Savarese up the sideline. Looks like she was unable to keep it in. So the throw from Pinkin. Nice look up ahead by Merrigan. Taken by Cotter. Cuts to the middle, has space in front of her, but overruns it after pressure from behind by Katie Sengel. That's going to be key, that combination of Merrigan and Cotters. Merrigan tries a shot, and that's blocked away. That went off of Didensborg. And I believe, oh, no, there was no whistle. Whistles you may be hearing that aren't part of the soccer game are probably from the field hockey game. I think I just got fooled. So this is given away. Jenna Pike to the outside. Squeezes through towards the corner. She tries the cross all the way across, in and a block. Another try, it's loose out in front and diving on top is Reichert. Best opportunity of the game for Morristown-Beard. And I believe that was Cotter. It was right there on the far post, but there was a defenseman right there to knock it off the line. Oh, so close to evening up this contest. It stays 1-0. We head down towards the 6-minute mark of the second half. Nice response by Morristown-Beard after giving up the goal just a couple of minutes ago. Again, they're going to have to try to put on the pressure basically the rest of the way. We're in the later stages. Dangerous high kick. But they'll play on. Turned up by Pike. Near side for Kurz. Tries to get a step. Chips inside the box. Shielded off by Scheppel. Lifted out in front, but cleared away. Turned up by Horowitz. Space in front of her. She looks to the near side. Away from Holmberg. Keeps it alive. Then taken away by Pike. Pike absorbs a double team. Given away, but she's tripped up, and a free kick for the Crimson. Heading towards the 5-minute mark. 1-0 in favor of Mountain Lakes. Dumped all the way down. Cotter trying to find room. First instinct was to go out front. Instead, she goes outside. Tries to get it deep to force a corner. Instead, she does get a throw. And a substitution made. Trying to get fresh legs. Maybe if you can get a corner, try to get some size inside the box for a throw, for a header rather. This is chested down, turned up ahead, but unable to force the corner was Merrigan. And cleared away by Holmberg. Back into the 18. Off ahead. Now it's an important decision. It'll be a corner. 8th corner of the game for Morristown-Beard. Heading down to 4 minutes left. Cotter will take it on the near side. Cotter looking in, top of the box, bounced down, headed towards the net. They score! Took a couple of headers, but it's knocked home by Morristown-Beard. Not sure who it was. But the Crimson tied up at 1 apiece. Dangerous corners no matter how many you give up. And don't give up any goals. Well, that one bounce. Basically from 9 yards out, there were a couple of little headers, one headed down smartly. And we are now tied up, and that'll be a free kick for the Lakers. We're heading towards the later stages. And official time being kept on the field, according to our clock, down to 3:30 to go in the second half. And apologize at this distance, very difficult to see who picked up that goal for Morristown-Beard. This is inside the box. And a handball against against the Lakers, rather. So Juliet Pike will get the free kick. And we'll keep an eye on the officials again. They have the official time. Pike with the free kick. Ooh, sneaking through here is Merrigan. Merrigan looking for Cotter, but right between them was Scheppel. Lifted out in front on the giveaway, and that shot goes wide. Is trying to turn it up ahead, I believe, was Danny Gates. Down to 2:33 unofficially left to go. Goal kick coming here for the Lakers. Pressure being put on by the Crimson as it ends up inside the 18. Back here's Didensborg. Has to clear it away, otherwise it would have been a corner. Instead, it will be a throw for Morristown-Beard. So we're down to the 2-minute mark. Merrigan going to circle it up ahead and force the corner, but she couldn't do it. It's going to be a goal kick. And eyes on the officials at every opportunity to see it. If they're going to blow play dead for regulation. Unofficially, 1:30 left to go. Kicked down by Cotter. Headed up ahead by Kurz. Taken by Pike. Cotter. Inside. Cotter trying to get through. Cotter squeezes, takes a shot, missed the post. Just missed the far side. She can't believe it as she had a step. And there's a player down inside the 18. So that will stop the clock. Again, clock being kept on the field officially. And this is pretty smart from Morristown-Beard, as much as you hate to see an injury. And there are no timeouts in soccer. You get this opportunity late, take it. Unfortunately, though, for the Crimson, it is going to be a goal kick. And we just have to hope it's not an extended amount or an extended period of injury here. Looks like she is at her side. I gotta say, the last 10 minutes is where all the offense came from. They're actually going to bring a cart out onto the field to see if they can tend to the injured player. And this distance, very difficult to see who it is, especially through some traffic. And we apologize for that. And also, again, unable to pick up who scored for the Crimson. It was a nice little scramble out in front. And a toe poke home. And then off ahead as well. Alexa Kraus, the goal scorer for the Lakers. That came at about the 8-minute mark, and the tying goal came at about the 4-5-minute mark. And although the clock on your screen says quadruple zeros, still have about a minute and a half left to go. So they are dealing with this injury first. So both teams will certainly take the time to talk things over and how this is going to finish out. Maybe a little strategy for later on as well. And while we have the time, I want to thank you all so much for joining us this week for some special Morristown-Beard broadcasts coming up tomorrow. Football action. Last night, I was fortunate enough to call the volleyball matches as JV dropped to Academy to St. Elizabeth, but the varsity was able to win 2-0. And this one just as tight, tied up at 1 apiece. But again, concerned for the injured player for the Mountain Lakes Lakers. So what we'll do at this point is we'll take a bit of a break. We'll come back for the conclusion in just a moment. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live from Morristown-Beard School as Sydney Didensborg is able to eventually make it off under her own power. And bottom line is her health, and certainly hope that she's okay. May have just gotten the wind knocked out of her. But in the context of this game, she is such a powerful force and has been throughout this game defensively. Any time with her off the field is going to be tough. Only about a minute and a half left officially. Again, official time kept on the field. Tied up at 1 apiece, and a goal kick coming here from Mountain Lakes. But if Morristown-Beard can get possession back, they may have some room on the inside. I think if you're the Lakers, you just want to clear out and just finish this one off and hope that Didesborg can get back in there. But now it's taken over by Kurz. Up the near side. Trying to cross it over. Merrigan cleared out of play. On the throw is Kurz. Merrigan trying to head to the corner and force that corner, and she does. It'll be a corner kick. 9th of the game for Morristown-Beard. Cotter will take it. Keep an eye on the potential time. Referee looking at his watch. Cotter sets it up, powers it in. Inside with the header. Oh, what a save, and it's no goal. Referee right on the line. No goal. A brilliant save from Tess Reichert. That may have just saved the game for Mountain Lakes. They try to counter. Headed out. They'll try the far side. Skims off the top of the head of Sternberg. Oh, my. Again, didn't catch who headed that ball on net, but wow, what a diving save. Softly up the middle. Inside the box. And it's taken by the Crimson keeper. And not a whole lot of time left. Cotter away from the play, a little slow to get up. Spun to the near side, and it should be a throw for the Lakers. And when the injury occurred, there was only about a minute and a half left. That'll go out of play. And a throw for the Crimson. Pinkin. Throw right into a Klingener. Taken back by Kurz. Trying to force her way through. But it'll be a foul against the Crimson. They can't believe it. And that will do it for regulation. Tied up at 1. What a matchup, as we'll be back in just a moment. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. We're heading to overtime. Tied up at 1 apiece. Both goals coming in the last 10 minutes of regulation. Golden goal, as it looks like the Lakers will start things off with possession. Tom Williams here. Thanks so much for joining us from Morristown-Beard School in Morristown, New Jersey. As this is taken away by Cotter up the near side line. Cotter looking for a cross. It connects. Up top on a one hop and easy save by Reichert on the shot by Merrigan. So quick start to the half for Morristown-Beard, who tied this up at about the 5-minute mark after a corner. Couple of headers found its way home, and there was a corner late, and I mean 1 minute left late. And a brilliant save by Reichert that essentially saved the game. So here's Pike. On the far side, it'll be a throw-in as it's deflected out of play by Haley McLaughlin. And good portion of the pressure from, I'd say, well, actually from the Lakers' goal on, it's been all Crimson. But right now, even up at 1 apiece here in overtime. A good settle down here from the Lakers. Pressure being put on by Morristown-Beard and Jenna Kurz. This is given away. But the return is spun out of play. Throw by the Lakers. Oh, going down hard is Savarese. Taken cleanly. And here comes Juliet Pike. Up the near side, Cotter cut to the middle. Has options, but she was triple teamed. Klingener taken right back. Here's side Kurz inside the 18. Fires near side post. And it's saved by Reichert. So a couple of opportunities on goal for the Crimson here in this overtime session. This one's cleared away by Lucy Horowitz, who has basically taken over the sweeper spot. Sydney Dardensborg went down injured about the minute 30 mark left in the second half. Again, that is a huge loss. Certainly concerned for her health, but just as far as the game is concerned, huge loss for the Lakers. She's done such a great job inside. But now cutting through is Savarese. She went down hard just a few seconds ago, but now she looks like she's all right and dancing her way through the middle third. Here's side for Holmberg. Looking to turn it up. Didn't get all that cross. Now a possible counter for the Crimson, but a bad touch by Danny Gates. Right back in the other way, and Bajak able to take it, and she will clear. Savarese. Lifted away by Picozzi. And then cleared by Pike. Over the top, Cotter chasing. Flag stays down. Cotter comes in. Cotter shoots. Scores! Beautiful, beautiful pass for Maggie Cotter. And once she got a step, she was gone. As Morristown-Beard picks up a huge 2-1 win in overtime. What a great touch by Maggie Cotter. And a big win for the Crimson. They will split the season series. A come-from-behind victory for Morristown-Beard. Maggie Cotter. She's been dangerous all game long, making a lot of great individual efforts, but then the finish would be wanting. No mistake there on a brilliant breakout pass to her. She got the step, and absolutely nothing that Reichert could do. Reichert was brilliant in this one, but Cotter got the better of her there. As the Crimson pick up the win in overtime. Final score 2-1. So Morristown-Beard, they've now won 4 in a row. Back to 500. They are 5-5-2 overall, 3-4-1 in conference.
Let's get the bell, guys.
And Mountain Lakes, they dropped to 6-6-1 overall, 3-3-1 in conference, and they split the season series. And great tradition here at Morristown-Beard as they will ring the victory bell. Great job by Morristown-Beard. Fan base coming out very well for a very exciting overtime victory for the Morristown-Beard Crimson. Their next game will be on Monday, home against Madison, one from Mountain Lakes. They'll be on the road on Monday against Kinnelon. Once again, our final score in overtime, Morristown-Beard 2, Mountain Lakes 1. For all of us here at the Simon Athletic Center in Morristown, New Jersey, this is Tom Wilms saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you real soon.